Everybody, welcome back, and quick unedited video for news pieces. This dropped yesterday and I meant to do a video on it, but Chase has opened its lounge at LaGuardia Airport. It is apparently a beautiful 21,600 square foot lounge in Terminal B. It will also have a lounge within a lounge concept where you can rent out a few private lounges inside of the lounge for an additional cost. That additional cost being rather exorbitant, starting at $2,200 and going up to about $3,300. There is a part of the concept where the two larger lounge private areas can be combined into one to accommodate about 16 people. If you have a big enough flight itinerary or a big enough group of people traveling somewhere, maybe not on the same flight, but you're all going to the same destination, you can get together in the lounge. It costs you about $200 a pop. In that framing, not terribly expensive, but $3,300 for a lounge, and you'd have to do two of them. Anyway, the lounge within a lounge concept is very interesting. It could give another level of exclusivity to some Chase customers, which is nice. That's not the bigger thing, though. The bigger thing is that Chase is also opening a lounge at JFK in Terminal 4 where the Etihad Lounge had been. And the Etihad Lounge closed during the pandemic, so it wasn't being put to use. It's also right next door to the Centurion Lounge. Now, why this is very interesting is it gives Chase a lot of... mindshare isn't the right word, but the rules to get into the Chase Lounge are such that if you have the Sapphire Reserve, the JP Morgan Reserve, or the Ritz-Carlton card, all from Chase, the priority pass cards associated with those cards will get you into those lounges unlimited. If you do not have those cards, but you have a card that gives you priority pass, your priority pass will get you into the Chase Lounge one time per year for free. And then every subsequent visit, if you wanted to go to the Chase Lounge, would be $75. This lounge being right next to the Centurion Lounge, if the Centurion Lounge is busy, and there's a wait time and you don't want to wait, you can use your priority pass, get into the Chase Lounge, which is going to be emptier. Get into the Chase Lounge for free, have a look around, see if it's worth it. It's the former Etihad Lounge, so it's probably going to look really nice inside. And with everything that Chase is doing in LaGuardia and Boston Logan, it's a pretty safe bet that it's going to look really nice inside of JFK as well. You go into JFK Lounge, which is right next to the Centurion Lounge, so you don't have to go any further than you already are. You'll use your pass one time, get a feel for the place. If you like it, now you're starting to think about getting a whole new card because you want to go in there unlimited. Every subsequent trip after that first one, and I don't believe you can bring guests in on your one-time pass, so every subsequent trip is going to cost you and every guest you bring $75. Now, is $75 worth the peace of mind of having a much emptier lounge? That's up to you. I can't speak for you. But this allows Chase to start developing some mindshare right next to the Centurion Lounge at at JFK in Terminal 4. Now, do I think that's the reason they did it? Possibly. Maybe a little bit. But realistically, this was a way to get two lounges in one of the busiest cities in the United States. And I'm not sure the exact parameters of the deal with Etihad. I'm sure Etihad flyers will get some priority access to the lounge prior to Etihad flights, which are once a day at JFK. So for a couple of hours every day, they just have to give more preference to those flying Etihad that day. Small price to pay to have a lounge the rest of the day for everyone else. So I think this is a good strategy by Chase. In addition, this allows Chase to equal the number of lounges available on Capital One. Now, on the Doctor of Credit article that was about this, they also mentioned that the Sky Harbor Airport in Phoenix's Chase Lounge was rumored to be opening in March or April, so that would give Chase its fourth lounge. There's also an empty Etihad Lounge or a closed for renovations lounge at Washington Dulles if you go to flydulles.com. Given that they're already opening one lounge with Etihad, it would make sense that they open the Washington Lounge with a similar arrangement. So if that's the case, then Chase goes to 5. And Chase is still slated to open lounges in Philadelphia, San Diego, and Las Vegas. I think the race is on to open the Las Vegas lounge first between Capital One and Chase, But suddenly Chase went from having only one lounge in the US to now 3 as of next week. Very interesting development there. Potentially the Sky Harbor Lounge is on the way. I'm going to link to the Point Sky articles about the luxury lounge within a lounge at LaGuardia, the LaGuardia Lounge, and the JFK Lounge. So yeah, just wanted to put this out there real quick. Chase is expanding its footprint in a very big and aggressive way, it seems, at the beginning of the year. We'll see where we are by mid-year. I think the next tell is going to be who gets to Vegas first between Capital One and Chase, but this is going to put some pressure on Capital One, a company that may not necessarily want more pressure on it right now, given some of the other things that they've been doing. I do have another video essay opinion piece on Capital One that I'm putting together right now. I'll work on that later. Hope to get that out before the weekend. So my first one was called The Cheapening. This one will be not necessarily expanding on that, but maybe thought exercise on some ways to make it feel a little less cheap than it's been. Anyway, that's for another time, but a link to everything below. If you like what I do, hit the subscribe button as we grow the community. We just passed 300 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate everyone who hits subscribe and follows along. And if you like what I do, hit the like button. Talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.